He said you approved it.
Oh, we said.
How are you gonna ruin my movie?
Well, it's Hitchcock meets Jerry Lewis.
Satiric comedic thriller.
Actually, Rosemary's Baby meets The Odd Couple.
Rolling.
HBO's First Look presents Jim Carrey.
Don't emulate me. Look what happens.
Matthew Broderick.
Okay, we have a long pose.
And director Ben Stiller.
Okay, action. Oh. I mean, roll. Pressure's on. Can you please?
In a behind-the-scenes look at this summer's most anticipated comedy.
Cable Guy!
With Leslie Mann, Andy Dick, and Janine Garofalo. Get juiced up with the making of The Cable Guy.
It's another trick. No, this is a trick.
Well, I love the concept, the head trip thing, and the kind of just one guy driving another guy crazy.
Right now, and rolling. Bouncing. Ben.
Yeah,
Watch me fly on this marker.
I'm watching. Camera's rolling. And action.
So, your lady kicked you out. What? I noticed you were previously wired across town at 1268 and a half Chestnut. Last week, the billing was transferred to one Robin Harris. Smells like heartbreak to me.
Well, I certainly don't want to talk about it with you.
Hey, cut. Print that. Matthew gets the guts up to ask him for the free cable.
Yeah. I have this friend, and he gave his cable guy $50, and then he got all the movie channels for free.
Jim just gets right up in his face and does scare him a little bit.
You're offering me a bribe. What you have just done is illegal. And in this state, if convicted, you could be fined up to $5,000 or spend 6 months in a correctional facility.
I was just making conversation. Forget it.
I'm just jerking your chin. I'll juice you up. So Jim hooks him up with the free cable. He gives him the free HBO.
Matthew reveals himself, and he just sees an opening.
Hey, maybe I'll take you up to the satellite sometime, show you how this whole thing works.
Sure. We should do that one day.
How about tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow's no good.
Okay. I crossed the line. Sorry.
No, you didn't cross the line.
No? Cool. Pick you up at 6:30.
Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
You like this place?
Like,
I wanted to do a movie where people say, wow, yeah, I never really thought Jim Carrey was my cup of tea, but this movie, he's doing something totally different.
I've given up comedy, and I'm an undercover cop now. My name is Serpico.
I think he has an incredible gut feeling about what he does that's funny that his audience responds to.
A little slower? Yeah. Okay. You know me, less is more.
I mean, there are 4 or 5 laughs in our movie that are just things that he did on the set.
Oh, Lord. You got an eye booger.
We rehearsed for a week just to see what people's instincts are with the scenes. And I'd be videotaping it or someone else would be videotaping it. And Jim and Matthew would just like kind of be coming up with ideas as we went along.
You leave.
Yeah, right.
I made it.
Get out.
No.
Out, now.
Oh, God.
It was very interesting because I had to sort of learn how this was going to work. You know, what's it like working with somebody who comes up with 15 ideas, going through one scene.
Slam.
Okay!
Slam, then you stand there for a moment.
you never let it alone until it's, until somebody checks the gate, basically you're thinking.
Mash! Oh! Jesus! Like that. This fire's breaking your wrist.
Right.
You never know when that idea is going to come. You just never know.
down. I got the move.
I love this game.
Don't look. Don't look. That was weird. Sorry.
My co-star there, Matthew. Yeah, it's, you know, he's a nightmare. What can I say? You know, ever since the Tony. Jeez. Just ramming it down my throat all the time.
No, Jim, from the diaphragm.
Out. Scramby out. And no, I'll fix this, Steven. Now I can fix it. I can make it cool again. Out.
Janine, could you step out for a sec? So, Jim, can you guys sit a little bit further apart?
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Yeah. I was very excited to be doing a Jim Carrey movie. I had no idea. I just knew it was called The Cable Guy and that Jim was getting a lot of money.
I think that Matthew he has a great persona, and he has an incredible, you know, dryness about his humor.
By the way, you might want to put on a bathing suit, because you'll be channel surfing in no time.
It's not just a straight man. He's carrying the movie, really.
I wanted to try it, man. Smite him!
It's bizarre. It's like from another planet.
Welcome to Medieval Times. I'm your serving wench, Melinda. Might I fetch you something from the barkeep?
Janine Garofalo as the snotty waitress.
Could I get a knife and fork?
There were no utensils in medieval times, hence there are no utensils at medieval times. Would you like a refill on that Pepsi?
There were no utensils, but there was Pepsi?
Dude, I got a lot of tables.
The sword fight, they dress him up in the armor.
Safe sex.
And Matt's kind of like, just take it easy, take it easy.
What are we supposed to do? I mean, we have to be careful that we don't hurt each other, right?
I cannot listen to any of your instructions, for you are my sworn enemy.
And Jim's taking it really seriously.
That was a nice move.
Oh my God, I've become mythic!
We rehearsed for a couple of days, pretty heavy rehearsals.
Yeah, I sword fight. Yeah, I trained.
Come back here! Coward!
Jim had an enormous amount of ideas about the fight that you can cut to now.
You know, on his shield. Did you get that? Here we go!
It's what I have to deal with every day.
Jim is so wild, you can't double him.
Hey, Mr. Knight in shining armor. Why don't you take a poke at me, huh?
So he's just gonna have to do most of it himself.
Just run here, and then just run straight out.
Then the Cable Guy recalls an old Star Trek episode where Spock had to fight Kirk to the death.
The name is Spock. If we don't battle to the death, they will kill us.
We're just getting started.
And Ben has been brilliant with the casting in this movie. There's so many wonderful people. Leslie Mann, she's a beautiful girl, and she looks like Marlena Dietrich a little bit.
Throughout the film, she's rejecting Matthew continually. So I thought, you know, I should really cast an actress who's very sweet and likable, and immediately you would kind of somehow not hate her for rejecting Matthew right off the bat.
Action!
I think it's really hard to both direct and act and do both jobs equally well. So I thought on this one, I'm just going to be a director. I'm just going to put everything in that. That experience was something that I really liked, and I ended up loving it.
He was just really clued in. You know, he mentioned Roman Polanski, and we're talking about a comedy. And I'm like, okay, this guy sounds all right.
Come on, I mean, that's what everybody says before they make a comedy. Okay, let's do Roman Polanski.
Ben is very smart and very camera savvy, you know.
So can we overlap that, Robert?
This division, Ben, is like 8 perfs, whereas normal 35mm film is 4 perfs.
Right.
Yeah.
So there'd be more perfs.
We find the same things funny.
It's like happening before you know it, and then you can transform into that guy while it's happening.
Did you get that?
Motivation, actors, just do it. The director and actor both really are coming at it from totally different places. The actors get bored easily, so we have special equipment that we bring in for them. that we get at a store, and basically same type of thing, a cat toy. It's the same theory. Basically, you just keep this going, and in between takes, wait a second. There you go. It'll be good for another 15 minutes now.
Every time the scene ends, I look at Ben Stiller and I go, "Okay, man." I say, "You are from another planet, man."
Gene Hackman at Poseidon Adventure. Life is out there. You're fools for staying in there. Your little dish world.
It's great. It's wonderful. I want to build a statue to him.
There's still room.
This has got to be the best damn karaoke party.
We actually choreographed Jim doing Bust a Move.
Bust a move. You want it? Oh.
But after we did it, we realized it would have taken 1,400 days to shoot.
You're a very nice guy, but I just don't have any room in my life for a new friend.
It was just, you know, a mind game from beginning to end.
So, what are you trying to say?
You can never really figure this guy out, whether he's for real or whether he's, you know, just playing with a person or whether he really needs love and wants a friend.
I gave you free cable.
The guy is a sociopath. He shows up wherever I go. He won't leave me alone. I'm very easy to take advantage of in some ways.
He's gonna need some tough love.
There's Stephen Kovacs in here.
I'm Stephen Kovacs. I didn't do anything. Just call my cable guy.
Police looked into it. Nobody named Chip Douglas works for the cable company.
Suspicious, isn't it?
It's Jim. It's a Jim movie. It's like a new kind of Jim movie.
He's a lunatic and he's a felon.
Don't mess with me.
I'm here for you.
Don't do that. You're gonna get me killed.
Mommy, can I sleep with you? Jim Carrey is in my room.
Take off.
I brought Steven here once. He didn't give a rat's ass!
I'm worried about Steven.
Steven!
Well, I hope you've enjoyed our little inside look at the cable guy. It's kind of out there, crazy, kooky, whatever. But thank you for visiting with us, and now I guess it's time to go because we really have to finish working on the film. So
This concludes our broadcast day.